join me on a chilly evening in August, and I've just finished doing some work on Bullfrog. It has today been away to a local business who have welded the new wedges on. And wedges, it used to be one solid wedge, had to be split in half so that it would fit either side of the flipper, and that's what it looked like when it was at that point. I've then since been painting it, which you should be seeing on screen now, which has been really quite fun and therapeutic. It's good fun to every now and again just paint. I don't know where that's going. Tomorrow we're going to try and sort out the new wheels, attach them, and I'm just waiting and hoping that the speed controllers have been ordered, and then we should be rolling and flipping our way into Colchester, which will be good fun. Hello, you join me back on a completely different day. It's actually been a day in between where I've not done any work on it. Somebody else was happily working away on Bullfrog while I was at RoboNerd, but Bullfrog's looking a little more done today, and here it is with some new wheels on. And yeah, these are brand new wheels. These came with the robot when we bought it. Very, very kind of Mr. Matthew Pearman for donating them to us with the robot and the wedge and everything. But yes, this will be a good chance for me to show you round Bullfrog. So here we have Bullfrog in its current state. I am in the process of just filing the flipper edge. As you can see, I've sort of started it. I need to continue with that once I've finished this bit of footage. But this is the new paint job, which you can see a bit better now that it's a bit brighter. It's a camo design, but sort of quite a light camo, something more reminiscent of Bullfrog's original paint job, with the addition of the new wedges and the eyes, which actually have some texturing to them, which was an accident completely and utterly, but still looks quite cool. First of all, let's have a look on the inside. So this is what makes Bullfrog go. Well, sort of. We are missing a few things, that's why there's a few loose wires just in here, and these panels do come off, either side, this one and this one. I might take them off in a minute. This is our ram. This is the thing that pushes the flipper upwards and makes the other robots go flying. Now, when this was sold to us, we were told the nugget of information that this is the second largest ram in the UK, second only to what used to be Iron Ore 7 and what is now referred to as Diet Ore, because it was sold to the Diet Ore team. We have several bottles in here, and I'm not quite sure what they all do. But first bottle is here, which has some stuff welded to it, and I'm not actually sure if this is an actual gas bottle or if this was just here to do something. It looks like it's attached to the flipper system, so I think it is an actual CO2 bottle. But yes, that has been that's in there permanently. We have a second CO2 bottle at the back, which I just hover through this hole here. You can see here it is, and this one runs down this side. This is the one we refill, and there's another thing here which I'm not sure what it's for, but it's there definitely. So yeah, I'm not an engineer, and I'm only a sort of new roboteer, so I don't really know what any of this does. I know that it has bungees. These bungees are what help the flipper not go sort of flopping backwards, because that's a bit iffy, a bit dangerous if it were to do that. But there we are. That is the inner workings mainly of Bullfrog, except for like ESCs and batteries which are at a different location, and the ESCs I'm hoping are also at a different location, and I'm hoping that that location isn't the shop. Is that the wheel pods are actually removable. So on the inside there are some bolts holding this whole section on, and it makes it easier for transporting. We can actually remove this. We need to make sure it's nice and tight before it goes into battle though, otherwise our wheels will fall off, which isn't actually advised for a fighting robot. Under this flap here are a few things. So first things first, you can see this bottle, and there's a valve here. I think that is for venting the CO2 at the end of the fight if we've got any left in the system. Second thing is this thing here, which is the thing that holds the removable link in, and I need to get that sorted actually. Last thing is here is the power light. This is a requirement of all fighting robots nowadays to show that the robot is on and active. So when this flap is shut, you can still see those power lights there, and you can check that it's all on and working. If those power lights go off, it probably means your link's fallen out. So either that, or somebody's hit the wires for this LED. And that's held shut with this little thing that just does a nice job. Now, I can't do it one-handed, but it will literally just hold it shut, which is the main thing it needs to do. It got dark again. It's sort of dusk now, and we're finished. All but the ESCs are ready to go, and the batteries, which are elsewhere, but Bullfrog is looking ready, and here it is. So other things I haven't shown you on it. First things first is the locking bar. This goes right through these two holes, and there's a sort of rod on the inside that this goes through, and this is so that the flipper can't go up accidentally. It's a requirement of all flippers and spinners and axes that they all have locking bars. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's all weapons have locking bars, except if it's a spike. The other thing we'll need to do is, I need to collect it anyway, is to put the cover over this because it has a sharp edge. So it needs to be covered. We've got one of them, and just slots over the top of that. The last thing is what we've been working on in the last few hours, which is this panel here. This panel didn't exist until today. It's made of HDPE. I don't know quite how thick it is, but it is basically just to cover up our sort of flipper mechanism at the back here. So that is that, and to get into it, we just undo that, take it out, and it just swivels then. Quite a simple system for the back, quite a simple fix really, but it took ages because it had to drill through the robot. So this bolt here goes through 3 layers. One layer is the top, and then there's the internal sort of box section, and that's obviously got 2 layers, top and bottom, so we had to go through all of that, nut on the end, bolt all the way through, and then this one goes through this bit, which was actually more difficult. We believe that bit is Hardox, so we had to go through that with a drill, managed that eventually. Then we went to put this in, which is one of those sort of drilling screws things. I don't know what it's called, but we went through with that. I put it all the way down, and then it snapped, so we had to then try and get that out, which was an absolute pain. It took the best part of an hour, I think, to get that out, and then we put the new one in, which was gratefully rewarding, or something like that. Anyway, I don't really know what words are anymore, but there we are. There is Bullfrog, all ready to have ESCs in, and it's all ready for Extreme Robots in Colchester. Just got to weigh it as well. We don't actually know how much it weighs. It was 90 something, we thought, maybe 100 and something, I don't know. But obviously with the new wedges on and that heavy piece of HDPE, which is plastic to you and me, yes, it's going to be within weight, we hope. There we are.